Young man, stop for a moment. Think about the last time you found yourself confused, wondering if that woman really wanted you, or if you were just another distraction in her day. I know how it feels to constantly question yourself, to replay conversations in your head, searching for clues she left behind. It's draining, it's exhausting, and most importantly, it chips away at your confidence. But here's the truth: women are not as mysterious as the world makes them out to be. When a woman wants to give herself to you, she will not leave you in the dark. She will always ask you about two things. Always. It's not accidental. It's not random. It's intentional. And if you, as a man, are not awake, if you're not tuned into your own value, your own worth, your own ability to see through the fog, you'll miss it. You'll sit in uncertainty while the opportunity for real connection slips through your hands. This is not just about intimacy. This is about you reclaiming your power. This is about you knowing when a woman sees you as more than just a friend, when she desires you, when she's ready for something deeper. By the end of this, you will not only know what to listen for, you will know how to stand in your truth as a man who is wanted, valued, and unforgettable. Men, listen to me carefully. One of the biggest lies you've been told is that women are impossible to understand, that their signals are always mixed, that their intentions are always hidden, that you need to be a mind reader to know if she wants you. That is not true. A woman who desires you will always express it, and she will do so in ways you cannot mistake if only you learn to pay attention. See, attraction is not a silent force. It is not a whisper in the dark. Attraction wants to be felt. It wants to be seen. It wants to be acknowledged. Think about this: when a woman is drawn to a man, her instincts don't allow her to hide it completely. Her body language changes, her voice softens, her eyes linger. She gives you room, space to step closer into her world. She wants you to notice. She needs you to notice. The problem is, many of you are so lost in doubt, so consumed by insecurity, that you miss it. You convince yourself that she's just being nice. You assume her questions are casual, her attention is meaningless, her care is ordinary. But let me tell you this: women don't invest their energy in men they don't want. If she is leaning in, asking, engaging, checking in, it's not random, it's intentional. You see, desire is expressed in behavior, not in words. She may never come out and say, "I want you," but she will show you. She will initiate conversation. She will look for ways to extend the time you share. She will open the door for intimacy without ever having to declare it outright. And here's the deeper truth: when you fail to recognize this expression, you rob yourself of your own masculine power. Because desire is not hidden. It is waiting for you to claim it, to step into it, to respond with confidence. So stop telling yourself that women are confusing. Stop playing blind to the signals right in front of you. Start seeing desire for what it is: expressed, intentional, undeniable. When you recognize this, you won't have to chase. You won't have to beg. You'll understand that a woman's desire is already speaking. It's just waiting for you to listen. A woman who truly desires you will always find a way to ask about your time. Pay close attention, because this is never casual. When she says, "What are you doing later?" or "When are you free?" she is not just filling the silence with small talk. She's opening a door. That question is her invitation. That question is her way of carving out space for you in her life. Think about it. Time is the most valuable resource we have. We spend it only on what we want, on who we value, on what makes us feel alive. A woman who is not interested will never go out of her way to ask about your time. Why? Because she doesn't care how you spend it. But a woman who desires you wants to know, because she's already imagining herself inside that time with you. Here's the mistake many men make: they treat these questions as surface-level curiosity. They shrug it off. They answer casually, or worse, they don't see it at all. They don't realize that when a woman asks about your schedule, she's sending a clear signal. I want to be included. I want to be considered. I want to share space with you. And here's the deeper truth. When a woman seeks your time, it's not just about an activity. It's about intimacy. She wants to see how you prioritize her. She wants to know if she matters enough for you to open a slot in your busy world. Time is the testing ground for desire. It reveals who and what is important. So, young man, ask yourself, are you awake enough to see it? Or are you still walking blind, believing women hide everything? Because a woman who wants you will never stay completely silent. She will ask about your time because she wants to be part of it. And if you're a high value man, you don't respond with desperation. You don't drop everything to prove yourself. Instead, you recognize the signal, you appreciate it, and you create space on your terms. That balance is what makes you powerful. That balance is what transforms her curiosity into deeper desire. Remember, your time is your life. If she's asking for it, it means she wants more than just a conversation. She wants you. Pay attention, because this one is subtle but powerful. When a woman desires you, she will not only ask about your time, she will ask about your comfort. She will want to know if you're tired, if you've eaten, if you got home safely, if you're okay. And you might think, that's just kindness, that's just politeness. But let me tell you, women don't extend that kind of care to men they don't desire. Think about it. Comfort is intimacy. It's closeness. When she's checking on you, she's doing more than asking surface level questions. She's showing you that you're well, being matters to her. That your body, your energy, your state of mind is something she's concerned about. She's essentially saying, I'm invested in you. Men often ignore this signal because they've been conditioned to believe women are either all in or not interested. But real desire often shows up in these softer, nurturing moments. A woman who doesn't care about you won't text, "Did you get home okay?" She won't ask if you've eaten today. She won't remind you to take a break or rest. But the woman who wants to be close to you, who wants her world to merge with yours, she will. And here's the deeper truth: comfort is her way of preparing the ground for intimacy. Why? Because no woman wants to give herself to a man who looks drained, distracted, or disconnected. By asking about your comfort, she's checking to see if you're ready for her, ready for connection, ready to receive her affection. High value men understand this. They don't dismiss her concern as something ordinary. They recognize it as her way of signaling deeper interest. And here's the twist: it's not about dependency. She's not mothering you. She's not trying to control you. She's expressing desire in a way that women naturally do, by showing care, by protecting the space that exists between you. So the next time she asks, "Are you okay? Did you eat?" don't roll your eyes. Don't brush it off. See it for what it is: an opening, a green light, a woman's subtle but undeniable way of saying, "I want you, and I care enough to make sure you're ready for me." Never confuse her comfort with casual kindness. Desire always reveals itself in care. One of the greatest mistakes men make is confusing noise for signals. You see, the world is full of noise, casual smiles, polite conversations, empty gestures. But signals are intentional. Signals are the quiet but deliberate ways a woman communicates her desire. And this is where high-value men set themselves apart. They don't waste time chasing noise. They lock in on the signals. Most men spend their energy guessing, overanalyzing, or projecting their desires onto women who are not giving anything real back. They mistake politeness for attraction, friendliness for desire, attention for intimacy. That's why so many men end up frustrated, rejected, and emotionally drained, because they are chasing noise. But the man who knows his worth, the man who carries himself with self-respect, he sees the difference. He understands that when a woman truly wants him, she won't stay in the shadows. She will ask about his time. She will care about his comfort. She will open doors for him to step closer. She will not leave him in confusion. And here's the truth: high-value men don't beg for clarity. They don't bombard a woman with questions like, "Do you like me? Are you interested? Do you want me?" They read the signs. They recognize the signals. And because they are grounded in their value, they respond with calm confidence, not desperation. That's the key: confidence. A man who knows his worth doesn't panic when he sees a signal. He doesn't rush. He doesn't fumble. He doesn't overthink. He steps into the moment with clarity. He allows the woman's actions to reveal the truth, and he mirrors it with masculine certainty. If you want to transform your dating life, stop drowning in the noise. Stop wasting energy on women who show you nothing intentional. Focus on signals, those consistent, deliberate cues that reveal real desire. Because the man who sees signals clearly doesn't have to chase, doesn't have to beg, doesn't have to doubt. He moves with certainty, and that certainty is what makes him irresistible. Noise is confusion. Signals are clarity. High-value men live in clarity. Let me tell you something every man needs to hear. Intimacy is never just about the physical. It may start with attraction, with chemistry, with sparks flying, but lasting desire is built on something deeper, emotional connection. And for a woman, this is the hidden door. If she is asking you about your thoughts, your dreams, your struggles, your victories, understand this. She's doing more than making conversation. She's building a bridge to your heart. A woman who wants only attention will talk on the surface. She'll laugh, she'll banter, but she won't dig deeper. But a woman who truly desires you will want to know what moves you. She will ask questions that peel back the layers. How was your day? What do you want for your future? What's been on your mind? These are not empty words, they are keys. Keys unlocking the emotional space that leads to intimacy. And here's the reality. A man who overlooks this will miss his greatest chance at connection. Too many men focus only on physical signals, body language, touch, flirtation, but they ignore the emotional cues, which are often even stronger indicators of desire. If she invests in your story, if she listens intently, if she remembers the small details you told her days ago, brother, she's not just being nice. She's choosing to step closer into your life. High-value men understand this. They know that emotional intimacy is what separates fleeting encounters from real desire. They recognize that when a woman creates emotional space, she's saying, I want to connect with you beyond the surface. And here's the truth. Once a woman feels safe with you emotionally, she naturally opens up physically. The emotional door always leads to the physical one. So don't dismiss her questions. Don't brush past the conversations where she's showing genuine interest in who you are. This is not small talk. It's an invitation. She's not just asking about your world. She's trying to step into it. Remember this for women, the body follows the heart. If she's building that emotional connection, she's not just curious, she desires you. And the man who sees this, who values it, who nurtures it, will never have to chase intimacy. It will find him. The hidden door to her desire is emotional connection. Don't miss it. Listen carefully, because this is where most men lose themselves. The difference between the man who gets the woman he desires and the man who constantly feels rejected is not luck, it's not looks, it's not money, it's awareness. Too many men operate from a place of neediness. They chase, they beg, they overextend, thinking that if they prove their worth hard enough, she will finally see them. But let me tell you something, neediness is the fastest way to kill attraction. A woman does not want to feel like she is your only lifeline. She doesn't want to feel like your happiness depends on her. When you operate from that space, you suffocate her. You make her feel trapped, and desire cannot survive in captivity. What she wants, what draws her in, is a man who is awake, aware, and confident enough to recognize her signals without clinging to them. Awareness means you can see her actions for what they are, her questions about your time, her concern for your comfort, her desire to connect emotionally. You notice it, you acknowledge it, but you don't collapse into desperation because of it. Instead, you move with composure. You respond from strength. You remain rooted in your own life, your own purpose, your own value. That's where true masculine power comes from, not from chasing, but from choosing, not from begging, but from recognizing. When you are aware, you no longer ask, does she like me? Instead, you see it, you feel it, and you move with confidence. That awareness gives you clarity, and clarity allows you to act with certainty. Here's the reality. Women are naturally drawn to men who can stand in their own power. A man who doesn't panic when he feels desire being offered, but who embraces it calmly. A man who does not need her to validate him, but who already knows his value. That kind of man is irresistible because he is rare. So remember this, your power is not in chasing, not in proving, not in pleading. Your power is in awareness. Awareness of her signals, awareness of your worth, awareness of the fact that desire is never hidden. Neediness blinds you. Awareness frees you. And a free man is always attractive,